Hey everyone, welcome back to a new semester of Austin Underground. I'm Mia.
And I'm Jacob. Today we'll be ranking pop girl albums, seeing what concerts are coming in Austin in March, discussing the Euphoria soundtrack, and chatting with Sarah on the Sundays. But first, roll the intro.
As always, let's start off with the latest music news. Shawn Mendes announced on his social media that he will be attending South by Southwest at the Moody Amphitheater with Billboard. There are limited tickets that you can get at wonderthetour.com.
Kelly Clarkson has filed to remove her last name from her legal name. If she did this, she would only be referred to as Kelly Brienne, with Brienne being her middle name. Clarkson said the reason she wants to drop her last name is because her new name would more fully reflect who she is.
Olivia Rodrigo is going to release a concert film on Disney Plus on March 25th. She will perform 11 songs from her debut album Sour in locations from Salt Lake City, Utah to Los Angeles.
Music label Universal Music Group has signed a partnership with Curio and NFT Marketplace. This collaboration will bring NFTs from artists who are signed to UMG. The NFTs are set to be released sometime later this month.
Seems like it might be time to figure out what exactly an NFT is. Finally, the organizers for major music festivals, Coachella and Stagecoach, have announced that they are dropping all COVID restrictions. Masks, tests, and vaccines are not required to attend the events, in accordance with state mandates.
Now, let's go to Livia, Jimena, and Leia. Let's see how they rank some of their top pop girl albums.
Hey guys, okay, so we're gonna be ranking these 6 pop girly tier albums from our favorite to our least favorite on this pyramid. So what do you guys think should be at, should we start at the bottom or the top?
The bottom.
Yeah, I feel like we should start at the bottom.
Okay, what do you guys think should be at the bottom?
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Chromatica by Lady Gaga did not make as much of an impact for me. I'm gonna say it. That's my
Yep.
hot
Okay,
take.
I agree with you guys.
No, we
Right.
all agree. Chromatica at the
okay.
bottom.
Sadly.
It didn't have enough hits. It's too ravey. It's not enough
Yeah,
poppy.
it just kind of came and went, I feel.
It came and went.
It's not giving pop girly.
It's not giving pop girly. Sorry. Next.
Okay, who else? I personally would maybe put Lorde just because I don't listen
Yep.
to her, but I don't know about y'all.
Well, I am a Lorde stan, so I would say I disagree, but I feel if that's the majority rule, I can like step aside on this one because we have a
Yeah.
good selection. We do have a good selection.
Lorde. Next, Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And then I would put 1989 right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like that's valid.
Sorry.
No, yeah. Sorry.
It
sorry.
has
No, that was
style.
good.
It has Shake It Off. It has like
Shake
Bad
It Off.
Blood. Like
Yeah.
it's iconic.
She
like,
spilled
It
the
is.
most tea on this one. Style
yeah,
being
exactly.
about Harry Styles.
Style, Harry
And Out of
Styles.
the
We need to
Woods.
do that.
Exactly. That's why I feel like I would put her like second.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
no.
second best.
No.
Oh.
And out of those, well, that's like I feel like this one had its time, but now like the other pop girlies are like kind of
Okay.
stepping it
Well,
up.
you know what? Actually, Dua Lipa didn't do it for me either. I'm gonna say that. That did not look like it was received well. I'm gonna be honest.
Girl on TikTok, literally like, come on, like
That is true.
It had like so many like songs.
But those
Lots
are
of TikTok.
TikTok hits. Taylor Swift is timeless. 1989 is still being talked
Okay.
about to this day.
But also, I feel like
True.
Doja has lots of TikTok hits, and she's still like gonna be timeless.
Okay, fine. I feel like her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dua.
fine. I agree.
I do like the like aesthetic of it though.
Yes. the
No, it is a
visuals, I
really
love
cute
her.
aesthetic. Yeah.
Okay.
Or wait, I think she should be at the bottom. Like 3 at the bottom. Okay. Who would you guys put next?
Put Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yes.
I hear so many Olivia Rodrigo songs just like on the radio and stuff. And
Yeah.
they are catchy.
They
Yeah,
are.
no. It was
can
also
admit.
like the success that she's made with this album within the span of a year is insane.
Yeah,
Yep.
very impressive.
Yeah.
I do like the like aesthetic of that one too.
Yes,
Like,
the
I feel like-
visuals.
Mhm, the purple and everything.
Yep.
Okay.
Very
Like the
cute.
music videos, and I feel like it's very like on like par with Taylor Swift, cause like I feel like they're literally like the same.
That's her inspo.
Yeah, that's her inspo.
Yeah,
It's like the new
100%.
Taylor Swift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Doja, obviously.
come
Doja
on,
obviously.
come
Okay,
on.
yes.
I'm glad we all agree.
Cause it has SZA, it has The Weeknd. She raps, she sings, and she
She
keeps
does
it pop.
all.
And she
She
performs.
does it
And
all.
she keeps it pop. And I love her. I love my
She's
pop
also just
girl.
an excellent performer. I
Yeah.
feel she really brings it to the
So
table
good.
and she does it.
Okay.
Well.
Well, that was our pop girly segment.
Dance Mom's ranking.
And back to the hosts.
I think that's a pretty solid ranking, although it's hard to rank those albums. We'll be back after commercials. Stay tuned.
Let's tune in to Lily, who will show us all the concerts coming to Austin this March.
Hey everyone, we're back with an AU favorite, the concert calendar. So March is coming quickly and we got a lot of fun concerts. Also, I just wanted to take a second and recognize Nick, who first started this segment. He was our executive producer for a long time and graduated last year. So Nick, if you're watching, we all miss you at AU. So on March 2nd, we have the concert I'm most excited for this month, which is Conan Gray. He's going to be at the ACL Live venue, and excited. I love Conan Gray. He has risen so much over the pandemic through TikTok, and it's going to be really cool. Next, on March 3rd, we have Marina, one of the OG pop girlies. You may know Prima Donna, which is one of her most famous songs. She's kind of like pop, soft, hyper pop, I would say, kind of vibes, and I think that'll be a really great concert. On March 9th, we have Chicago. On their Spotify bio, they said that they were second only to the Beach Boys in American rock, which, one could make a case for, Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, Grateful Dead, but, you can go and check them out for yourself, see if their claims are right. So that's on March 9th. On March 10th, we have Dodie. That's gonna be a really fun concert. Dodie is super chill. She's very strummy, light guitar vibes. I'd say she's very similar to Adam Melchor, if you know who he is. And on March 11th, South by Southwest starts, which coincides with our spring break, which is really exciting. Spring break officially starts on March 14th for us. And there's going to be over 300 new artists, I think, that they're featuring. And I know that they're having Lizzo and Sarah Bareilles talk on different panels. And of course, South by Southwest is a huge music and film festival. So if you want to go check that out over spring break, I think that's going to be a really fun time. And that ends on March 20th, and sadly, spring break ends on March 21st. So if you're feeling the spring break blues from coming back to school, Tate McRae is coming on March 21st as well. She has risen a lot on TikTok this past year, and you might know her single, You Broke Me First. And then on March 23rd, we have Peach Pit. That's going to be a really exciting concert. You may know their newest album, and, they're very similar to Dayglow and Declan McKenna, if you know them. Finally, we have Beach House on the 25th, and we have Girl in Red on March 31st, and I will see all my queer girlies there. So that's it for this March calendar, and lots of great concerts, and I hope that this was helpful for you.
Wow, seems like there's some pretty good stuff coming next month. This past Sunday, you might have been watching Euphoria. We have Melody, Molly, and Leia here to discuss the soundtrack that makes the show so great.
So great.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about our spicy takes, our regular takes on the new season of Euphoria. So, spoilers, maybe beware, I will be referencing the latest episode.
And if you guys don't know what Euphoria is and is living under a rock, it is a show that's being released weekly on HBO and is produced by A24, and the music is so good.
Yes, ma'am. So good. Okay, so first I have to talk about this latest episode. It was so good. They had like this dance where like all the locker boys like in the room like started like dancing to this song, and I was like, oh my god, this song sounds so familiar. I was like, what is this song? And then I was like, wait, Fairy Godmother sang this song in Shrek.
Yeah.
It's I Need a
Yeah.
Hero. And it was
Yeah.
it was so good. I loved it so much, and like all the guys in there like had so much energy, and like the song
It
was
was
just, like, matching it
amazing.
so good.
She actually invented the song.
No, Fairy Godmother, no,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
She
Yes.
was overviewing the.
No,
the
100%.
Definitely. I don't even know the original artist. I'm
I
gonna say
don't.
that. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, it was like not the one from Shrek, I realized. But like I don't know who was the original who made the song. I just know it was from Shrek, and I was just very excited by that.
Okay.
Like, that was the only one that I recognized in the season thus far.
What? Well, the song that I recognized the most was Dead of Night by Orville Peck. I've been a fan of him since his first album in 2019, and so when I heard this song being on the newest, the first episode of the second season, I was like, no way. I was so excited. I grabbed my phone, and everyone's freaking out, being like, who's this new guy? I'm like, no, he's not new, not new.
And that's the guy who's
wait.
friends with No Cyrus. That's like
The-
the only way I know.
And he has like a mask, and it's so amazing. And he actually has a new album coming out, and he just released a new single. It's not a show, but it's called Come On Baby Cry, and it is so good. So I would highly recommend Orville Peck and all of his work.
And of course, we can't talk about the soundtrack without talking about Labyrinth, who I think we can all make the fair judgment has carried the soundtrack of this
1000%.
show on his back. 100%. Like, he must be hurting from all of that.
Yeah, because like the theme of the show is supposed to be like really like spiritual, right? Like it's
Yeah.
supposed to bring in like this sense of spirituality, like with Rue and like her father, and like thinking about like the past and stuff. And I feel like his music just like perfectly encompasses that.
Yeah, it really takes you there. And you know what? He also does an excellent job of really like enveloping the characters' personalities
Yes.
into their theme songs. Like Nate growing up is such a hype song. I know what we think about his character, but every time it comes on, I get excited. I get excited.
And the song Mount Everest, when I think of Euphoria and like the vibe and the emotion it gives me, Mount Everest, like the beat of like the hit of the snare drum and like the screaming in the background,
Yeah.
that screams Euphoria 100%. And so he is doing so well on the show.
Yeah.
100%. His and Zendaya's collab on All For Us at the end of season 1 was an amazing segment. I
love
really
it.
loved it. And her voice, I feel like she has such a unique voice, and choosing her like to sing that song with him rather than him alone was
It's so good.
so good. Top tier.
And
Top tier.
I don't think we can talk about Euphoria in music if we don't talk about the adorable scene of the Stand By Me movement of like the Stand By Me. It's so
Yeah.
cute, and Fez. Oh my gosh, when I was
He better make it, girl. I'm not gonna be here for season 3.
we have the finale coming up next Sunday, and I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm nervous. We all are.
We're nervous.
But hopefully there's going to be some new songs. Who are some like people that you would love to hear on the show if they continued for a new season?
I guess Doja Cat, just because like I like Doja Cat, but like I don't
That would be
really
good.
know. I guess somebody who has like a spiritual kind of like
Yeah.
sound.
No,
I would like to hear
1,000%.
foreign songs. Like I want to hear some Japanese songs. I don't know.
Dude,
Yeah, I think
like
it's
an
a Soke
awesome
shoulder,
like
yeah.
slow-mo like sequence with some like that'd be so
Hyper
cool.
pop. They did make some use of hyper pop as well. They're really good at just bringing in all kinds of genres. I think this most recent episode had a French song in it.
Oh,
It did.
It did, right?
did.
Yeah,
I don't know
as
the
the
song.
introduction, me
Yes.
neither.
This last episode was so. I mean, this is so good. I can't even put it into words. The
No,
use of
yeah.
like the theater and all the songs that were used in it, and I'm so excited for the finale. It's been a good season.
It's gonna be so good. I want to see the V with Maddie and Cass go down.
Ooh, yeah.
I wonder
And-
what song they're gonna play for that.
I
I'm
am
excited.
so excited.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that is unfortunately all the time we have to talk about the Euphoria soundtrack. Back to the hosts.
Such great thoughts. We have to cut to commercial, but we'll see you right back here.
Man, I'm so still thinking about all the music of Euphoria. I just wish I knew some more sometimes.
Did you know that actually Jules' character, Hunter Schafer, she actually asked that Arca's music, she's also a trans woman, to be put on the show, and she got it for her special episode. And I think Arca's song really made that episode, because it's like a 13-minute song, and it's like instrumental and dramatic, and it really matched Jules' love affair with Nate. I think it just was perfectly coincided, and I think it's really cool that the Euphoria writers even allow the actors to have such a say in what goes on in the show and what music could be on it.
Nice.
To close the show, we have our wonderful art director, Livia, chatting with Sarah and the Sundays. Let's tune in.
Hi, I'm Livia with Austin Underground, and I'm here at the Empire Control Room with Sarah and the Sundays. How are you guys today?
We're good. We're great. Chilling.
So, how did you guys feel about that show? I know it kind of like almost kicks off your upcoming tour. How'd it go?
That was
Sick.
like mind blowing, I think.
Yeah.
Probably the most mind blowing part about it is the fact that like so many people just know the lyrics to our songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third time and our second time headline. Yeah, we played outside once, inside 3 times.
Okay. Has it gotten like more people like singing along and stuff each time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Big time.
This was a huge jump from last time. Too.
Yeah.
This was like, I was just shocked. Like I had to almost stop singing at one point because I was like,
Just
what is
cheesing.
happening?
And you can, that's what people do.
Yeah.
Put the mic out.
Yeah.
That's great, that's great. So I know you guys just did a cover of Losing My Religion recently. Are you guys like big REM fans?
Our manager is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were recording our album and he was FaceTiming us and he was like, you know, I really think you guys have like an extra day in the studio like that you don't need. Like, you should try to cover maybe an REM song. I don't know, maybe Losing My Religion. Just my input, like you know, but who am I? And then we
did exactly that.
yeah, we just covered it. So. Yeah.
But yeah, he and a couple other people have compared us to REM.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So we've heard that a lot, and so it kind of felt like something we could work with.
Yeah. I know you guys are like pretty big fans of Peach Pit and Pine Grove and bands like that.
Yeah.
Do you feel more influenced by like that kind of music, or like what are your biggest influences for this record?
Kind of all over.
Yeah.
I'd say. I think mix wise, there's a lot of
Peach
Pine
Pit.
Grove and Peach Pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the.
It's kind of the live, just like live sounding, like alternative rock stuff type stuff where it doesn't sound like nothing sounds programmed. We like definitely paid attention to trying to like maintain the live feel through recording it on the computer and editing it and like making sure everything sounded good but not too good. And I think a lot of that especially Pine Grove, like the way they record is very like it sounds like you're in the room with them.
Yeah.
So I think that was roughly the goal.
How has that like songwriting process changed from your last album to this one? I know it's probably like more collaborative now that you're all here in Austin. Is there any other ways like that it's changed besides that?
I wouldn't say there's anything super specific that's changed. I think every song is a new song, and so it's a different journey every time. So I don't like me specifically. I don't really have much of a process, a set way to start and finish a song. I kind of just if I feel like writing a song, I write a song and start with whatever makes the most sense first, and it's different every time. So
I think a lot of it too is the so you about the cups. We kind of recorded across the country. Liam and Brendan were at Boulder at the time, and I had already dropped out, so I was back home, and so that process was definitely more like it was just slower, and there was more like lag time between an idea getting finished and then sending it to everybody else, and everybody else gives their feedback. And nowadays it's like Liam just walks downstairs and it's like, I have a song, and then he plays it, and then we play it or we give feedback or whatever. And so I think just living together is like definitely expedited that process pretty severely, but I don't think it's drastically different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys all tend to like write individually and then bring stuff to each other?
Our parts, I mean.
Yeah.
It's usually I'll start a song and just kind of make the bones of the song, and then bring it to everyone else, and everyone else will fill in the parts that either I didn't do or that I didn't do very well. That they could definitely do better. So it usually goes that way. People just fill in the parts, and we kind of usually do it together. Once there's sort of the structure of the song is there, then we will play it out together and try to just jam it out until we like what we're playing.
That's cool. Yeah. Are there any bands that you guys are hoping to like tour with soon in the future, or bands that you've seen live recently that like inspired you?
I mean,
Peach Pit would be a dream.
Yeah.
But
kind of a little bit of a larky band, but the Nude Party, they're just like the sickest band, and like there's so many of them, and they're like a real touring band. They're like always on the road, and I think that'd be cool. But it's really like anybody that we would want to see, we want to play with them.
Yeah.
We like a lot of bands. There's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so
I
many
play with the
artists
Rolling
that-
Stones, like whoever,
Paul
Yeah.
McCartney.
So what like specific ways do you think your concerts have changed, like as you guys have grown in popularity, or like what are your favorite things to see?
I think like a big thing is like headlining shows, because we haven't really done that. We've only played a couple headlining shows, and I think when you're playing a concert and all the people there, most of the people there are coming to see you, it's a different feel. Just like what we were saying earlier, with like people knowing the songs or like things like that, it feels like a stronger connection with the audience as opposed to people who like, even if they like it, it's just like, oh, there's this new band that I'm seeing. It's like a different sense of connection, I guess, with the audience. And that's been like a pretty big change.
And like working with the show as like a entity. Like before, we had management and all that. We were just playing shows and then posting it on our story as promo. Like that was all we did. But nowadays, like we treat shows like a bigger project.
Right.
It's like a month-long thing of promotion and all sorts of advertising, and so shows just as they're growing have a bigger impact in our lives, like throughout the time, other than just playing the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which used to be like that.
Are you guys involved in that like advertising and promotion process?
Yeah, I mean we still like totally run all our social media.
Okay.
Sometimes we get scored for how we run our social media.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Social media is
Yeah, I mean, we try our best, but at the end of the day, it's about the music for us. So I think all the show stuff, all the promo stuff is just kind of like to make playing more fun with more people. It's like that's kind of our end goal at the end of the day.
Yeah. And so what show are you guys most excited, like what city to play on this upcoming tour?
I think Toronto, personally.
Yeah.
Or Montreal.
Yeah.
Those two are gonna be.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Holyoke.
Yeah.
Just because like so we're from Connecticut. We're playing a show in Holyoke, which is like 40 minutes from Connecticut.
Okay.
So like a lot of our family's gonna be there, and people who haven't been able to see us play for like 3, 4, or 5 years.
It's a different show.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to kind of see that.
Yeah.
To like see our family in the audience.
I'm sure people are going to be really excited. They looked really excited and pumped today at the show. So where can we find you guys, like on social media? Where can we listen to your music?
We're just about everywhere. Sarah and the Sundays on Instagram, Spotify. Twitter is Sarah the Sundays because of the 20-character limit.
We got a website now, a new website.
We do have a new website
that has all those links.
Yeah, SarahandTheSundays.com.
All of
TikTok,
it.
Sarah and the Sundays.
YouTube,
Just give us a Google,
You should Google it.
It's worth the Google.
Okay, great. Well, I'm Livia from Austin Underground. Make sure to check out and follow Sarah and the Sundays and follow Austin Underground. Bye.
Cool. What a great interview. Well, I could be watching that all weekend, but what else I can be watching is the new episode of the Kanye documentary called Genius. The first episode's already come out, and the second one comes out tomorrow. Have you watched it?
I only saw the beginning of the first one, but I was already familiar that like a lot of record labels didn't sign him, and he was really discouraged for a while. but he actually got in a car crash maybe a year later. And once he survived it, he swore that God told him if he could survive a car crash, he's meant to be a rapper. And that was like his motivation. And now we have this.
It's really interesting seeing some artists' new beginnings, where they come from, being able to see the lyrics and then also figure out, who they were and kind of just learning a little bit more about them. And Kanye West, or Ye West, is a very, very interesting artist. I think somebody that's very unique and nobody else is like them around. So we're very lucky to see stuff like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say with the car crash thing, in College Dropout, the first album, he has a song called Through the Wire, and it's actually about him because he had to first rap with a wire in his mouth because after the car crash, obviously. But it's really awesome to see like how he's grown as a person, or really how he's kind of not grown. His development has been a little crazy, but it's interesting to see how celebrities are such in the spotlight and all we can do is watch them. And they just entertain us, and they're just people who have no idea who we are.
All right, thanks for joining us this week. Make sure we come back next week for amazing content. Until then, bye.
I'm sorry.